Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hi guys. Today let's talk about something that is been affecting people at work. Maybe your workplace, maybe my workplace, or it has happened to someone, or it has happened to me. It's about sexual harassment at work or in the office. Have you been desperate? You're desperate for a job, or maybe you've been sacked somewhere, but you're looking for a job. Then maybe something happened through you got a job. So you thank God that you got a job, and because you have to meet your needs at the end of the month, or any type of the needs you might have across your life. A case like me, I've been like not having jobs some time back, not here though, those days in Africa. I had a job, but I lost job. Then it didn't take a month. Then a friend of mine came through, helped me to find another job. I won't mention the name of the person, the boss I used to work for, because of the security purposes. But I used to love the place so much. I used to love the place because the place was demanding, and we were only two people. I was like a secretary. At the same time, I just keep records from that place I was working. So despite that, I had no job, and my mom was just a small-scale business, and we need to support each other. I thank God for giving me that job. So I worked well with this person, this boss of mine, and he used to have a lot of clients. I just book them, then at the end of the day, I deposit money in his account. I come back, like I have to show him, or even if I don't show him, he used to trust me so much. So I just have to file the receipt for maybe future in case of anything one day, in terms of maybe, I was dealing with also money, so it was, you have to be smart. So being that I've never handled money in the offices, I used to work at the same time, I serve, we are two, so I have to serve the both receptionists. At the same time, you're the secretary, you have to keep the cash. He was dealing with the client, just book. This boss of mine was a somewhere lecturer also, so when he was not in the office, he was going to lecture some universities within the Kisumu County. And myself, I used to love to work there. The people around the next doors were very friendly. 1 month I worked, 2 months I worked, 3 months, something fishy started going on in this office. Because I used to like this man, I used to, just because of respect, because of my boss. This boss started weird, like he wants to come and stand on my back and hold my shoulder and just rub it. I thought it was normal, just like that you may say hi to someone. So it went continuously, this person like to come rub my shoulder. He will want to talk, we want to discuss, we want to talk. He has to give me money for lunch, because this is the responsibility for the work there. You have to be given money for work, for lunch. So it went on, this rubbing of the shoulder, So it went like a trespass. He wants to rub it coming like in front. So by then it didn't just click in my mind, something might happen. I just I still like assume this is my boss, nothing can happen. I always just know that it can't happen. So he start rubbing in front here, not touching my breasts, no. He just then does it. He sit down, we talk, he leave the office, go for his lecturing, then I just be in the office, I keep appointments. I was also trained, also I could serve the clients with what he could have done, provided there's some procedures that were easy, so I was taken through so I could manage, even when the clients come in. But it happened that it's funny enough that also male staff like to come for me to attend them. I don't know why. So also, I don't know if it's his character. There's also one female, it's a popular female that I can't mention her name. He used to come there, but even my boss got tired of her, and my boss stopped like attending her, because he wanted people like that place was physio, so he liked being served with my boss. But my boss didn't like to serve her, because my boss was noticing 1, 2, 3 weird. To me, I also didn't serve her because she didn't want me to serve her. She's a very popular person in Kisumu City. I can't even mention her name. So this went on with my boss. A week come, month come. So the 3rd month, the 4th month, this thing become worse. So she wants to start to rub. Then I look at him, then I see he's just not minding, he's just smiling. So I ignore. I was like desperate for the job, and I've got the job. Now it is not 4th month in this job. A situation, this boss comes in, and start also to, now he become like nothing. He doesn't want to stop doing it. So it comes, he wants to touch my boo-boos. I was like, hey, what's wrong? So I become bold. I just have to, if it is bad, it is bad. I just have to speak it out. I say, no, hey, we're in the office, what is wrong? Then he could compare me with some girls. So I said, those are them, this is me. Me have got boundary, this is the office, you're my boss. I can't do such kind of silly things. So he didn't like it when I say silly things, because he find that thing was so sweet in him. So still, finding job was not easy. I start just hold my head and like, I find like, should I cry or no? Then I say, let me just become strong. So the next day it was just okay. Then he forgets it. Then another day he comes in, he put his fingers in my boo-boos. His hand, like he wants to touch my boo-boos. Not once, but he has touched, now he's touching my boo-boos. So this thing, when then I had to call one of my aunt and share. I said, aunt, I'm desperate for the job. This is happening in this office. Then he was like, hey, now what are you going to do, my daughter? I was even not open to tell my mom this, but at least I share it with my sister, my mom's sister. So I know automatically she will tell my mom. But because I was really by that time also my mom needed help in terms of, so I said, what should I do? It went on, this man is now becoming worse for touching me in the office. This is the time I decided, what can I do? I don't want to stop job in a weird manner, or I don't want to stop job in a manner that this boss will have something, will fix something in me. Because in the office I was dealing with everything. You can even say that maybe I misused his money, or maybe I took his money without his permission, maybe I'm harassing his client, or like that. So I decided, what can I do? I just organized. That was back then, 2012. Then I organized with my dad. This is the day something like driving came to my mind. I need to go and do my driving classes. But in Nairobi, not in Kisumu, with the government department called Kenya Building Highway and Kenya Building Highway and Authority, KIBIT. Kenya Highway Building Technology, something like that. It's a government department. So my dad, I didn't even have this in my mind, but I had a call from my dad, and he told me that I booked you for driving the next month, the whole of next month. You come in Nairobi. I didn't even hesitate to stop because my dad don't know that what kind of job will I have, maybe a permission to go and do it. So I just thank God and say, Lord, for if this is what I'm going to do, so be it. I'm going to do it. If this is the time I'm going to lose this job, God, you know why. Maybe something bad was coming across my line, having me in this office. I said this office was like darkness. Sometimes I get into the door, I feel like I don't want to get in. When my boss gets in, it's a point that when I stop this boss not to touch me, now he become like acting weird. He started showing me attitude. But there was respect, because I couldn't allow him to go with such kind of silliness and touching me in the office. He wants to touch my breast. I stopped even going with skirts and short skirts because I was like, I want to like it. So I just one day I sat him and told him, you know, from next month I want to be available, but because you really need somebody to take care of the office, I had to give him one of my friend. So when I give him one of my friend, because he also wants to expand this business and move from the place he was at another place, I decided I'm going and I will be back. Just like that. So I went to Nairobi, I did my thingy, I hooked him up with my friend. My friend also is a fun girl that cannot tolerate nonsense. She was just, my friend had a job, but also she didn't have a job by then. So I thought I could hand over the job to her. Maybe to her, it won't be that bad, maybe, like me. But I found this is the character of this boss. He used to do it with the girls when he employed them. But they gave in, you know, money is everything. Me, I couldn't hesitate. So my friend came in and started working. But my friend too couldn't have it in. So my boss decided to bring another girl. So there were two in the office. So you find this girl could be sent in the field out there, maybe bank or somewhere. Then my friend will remain in the office, do his stuff. So you find them, when my friend is in there, both of them are not comfortable in this office. Both of them may be do their thing in the office. Sometimes my friend will come in, you find the curtains are dropped. The door is also, door is locked inside. So my friend could add 1+1, maybe they maybe kiss each other in the office. So I'm saying kiss because one day my friend got them live kissing. So you find that my friend was not having peace of mind in this office. He was not comfortable. So what she was just like calm and thinking on what to do. She continued working with this lady here. The lady could show her some attitude, but she couldn't just let this happen. Every day, the girl could come at what the time they're not signed to come to work. But this friend of mine has to maintain his routine with timekeeping and everything. Even cleaning the office, they didn't have somebody to clean, so she could do everything. Because being dating a boss has given that lady advantage of doing and controlling the office. So she's even capable of ordering my friend, who is more even educated, a graduate with some degrees, she doesn't have knowledge. I'm sorry, you can be someone who doesn't have knowledge, but you know how to work smart. But this is with another attitude, with no knowledge. So it was not making sense for my friend. Because the friend came in and, the friend, when this lady was brought in, she gave in with the boss, so they could depart, work together, have fun together. The funny part, this friend of mine was able to notice one thing. This lady, which they were working with together in the office, the lady was married, but because of being you are under your boss and being that you're being lured with some small cash, this lady decided also to stop marriage. This lady has to quit marriage. This lady has to divorce her husband because of her boss, thinking that he got the world. Remember, my boss had married with 3 good children, with a nice, beautiful, with figured shape, but men will be men. So this man lady get in the box, got married as a second wife with now this boss. Sexual harassment in the office is something that is very bad. You have to know how you're working with it. It can make you build your name, or also, how do you say, it can make you go down. So where there are two, the boss has to get a big place. So they have a big place in a certain mall. They got clients. So my friend didn't like how everything's going on there. She decided to quit because she was not happy with this. The wife would come there. It's not like how you should treat your wife, because this girl was already in. So she stopped working there. Then I told her, girl, you did well. Me too. I was, my case, I was going through that. I can't handle. My boss wanted to touch me. Do this. Sorry, my eyes. Hey. So my eyes is paining and itchy. Sorry for that. People, because they need money, some, they won't speak it out. They will just go on being in the office because they're desperate looking for money. You have to share it. Me, it's reached a point that I shared with my sister, I shared with some of few friends that knows me better. Even the friend that I brought in, I just told her this is the kind of the boss I'm handing you over. So she knew already. And because some people like money, and somebody's got money, big job, big title, they are very much comfortable. Even if you touch them, boo-boos, nyash, you give them kisses in the office, they don't mind. But me, I thought there's a trespass. Your boss should just be your boss. Even if you're looking for promotion in your job area, don't give your chance to your boss to sleep with you. Don't let your boss, your dignity, to be lowered because of title, because of job promotion. You want to become somebody big in your job. Respect your body first. Remember, it's a matter of time. Even if it is not there, it is somewhere else that you may get maybe promoted. One day you might find yourself also in a big position that this boss might be under you. So if you start showing off your bad character in the office, accepting your bosses to touch you, accept this, what will carry the day if you're blessed with some kind of good things? People won't treat you with respect if at all they know your story. It's also that I can't blame your bosses. It's us also that I can blame. If you can give in for your boss to touch you, your boss to kiss you, your boss, any kind of sexual that can happen, don't give it a chance. You might be desperate for the job. Maybe you went through thick and thin to get this job. Then this man want to start frustrating you because of job. If you can't do it, every day, every time you come into the office, he will be on your neck. Please, run. Anything can happen. When things start like that, run. I ran. Because might be anything can happen. So I ran. Run. Just find any excuse, run, sign and go. another door shall be opened. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, otherwise you are doing good job. For sexual harassment has to stop, even to women and men. Thank you much for having your time, for listening and viewing. Subscribe. Thank you. Bye.